State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He was brought down by Devon Kennard. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Johnson down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson about 3 yards there to the 27. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Murray.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Stafford. And he drops this off to Townsend, complete. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. These two teams, they met up in the opener a season ago in Detroit, and it was the Lions who came out on top 35-23. Matthew Stafford, 4 touchdown passes in that game, 2 to rookie Kenny Galladay. On 3rd and 2, Murray over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a carry for Blount. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now Justin Coleman brings him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off play action. Murray, he'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll go to Blount, try and pound it in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. LeGarrette Blount, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, Stafford. Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the 50 at Stafford. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They run it here with Thompson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Back to throw, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all,
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Forced out to his left. He completes it to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now look at 56.
Off the play fake. Murray. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So 1:55 to go in the first half. More from the desert after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here's Stafford. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now here's Johnson. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Watch it now, Barney!
Here's Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime.
53.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Chris Thompson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Watch it now, Barney.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Watch it now, Barney.
they go to Johnson again. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They try the left side with Johnson. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over!
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Watch it now, Barney!
Here's Blunt. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Detroit!
A toss, left side, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Stafford. Underneath for Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Now here's Johnson. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
To throw on second down. Murray. And my goodness. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, Murray dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now blown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
There he goes inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, Murray. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. Breaks a tackle. He's still fighting forward. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll look to throw. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Perry. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Off play action. Murray steps up, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So here come the Lions now. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible. But the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump. A lot of guys like a little bit of distance because you know they can handle it, and it's a more natural swing of the leg.
So maybe getting inside the 20, not that big of a deal.
Not that huge of a deal. Sometimes that messes you up with the angles depending on which hash mark you're kicking from.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Again, a run with Thompson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Detroit, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Arizona, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.